Welcome back folks, how's it going? In a previous video I did an unboxing and showcase of the ASUS Zenscreen Touch, which is an incredibly slick and versatile portable HD monitor. Since then I've had many questions on the setups I showed and queries on compatibility, so I thought it'd be cool to do a follow-up video and show you this working with games consoles in just a bit more detail. But first, before we get into it, let's do a quick refresher on the hardware of this Zenscreen product. This has a 1080p Full HD IPS panel supporting up to 60Hz. The screen performance itself is surprisingly good with strong colour accuracy and viewing angles from all directions. Looks really sharp too. However, brightness is not a strength here, so viewing in direct light isn't ideal, especially for those darker games designed for HDR. Next you've got an integrated 7800 mAh battery, which from my previous tests give a reliable 2 to 2.5 hours of battery life in full brightness without needing to be charged or plugged in. Then there is also a touchscreen panel here too, but this will only work with computers that support touchscreen like Windows 10, so not much benefit for games consoles here. Now in this video we are going to focus on connectivity setups with games consoles, so if you're looking for more info on the screen performance and specs, check out my previous review video, the link will be below. Now on the side you have both a micro HDMI and USB-C connector for your different inputs. Now HDMI is the easy part to explain. Any device that outputs a HDMI signal will be compatible with this Zenscreen, as the HDMI standard is universal. It is however more complex when talking about the USB-C, as there are so many different features that can use a USB-C port. The Zenscreen series, including this model, only support video in using DisplayPort on this USB-C. To the best of my knowledge, and I'm pretty confident here, no games consoles on the market are compatible with DisplayPort, obviously apart from gaming PCs. But rather than taking my word for it, let's give it a try anyway. Stick around and I'm going to test this out, as well as showing you different games consoles working with the Zenscreen, how they're set up, and hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions too. So setting up the PS4 is pretty straightforward. Connect the included HDMI cable to the PS4 and plug the micro HDMI straight into the Zenscreen. Or connect the included USB-C cable using the USB-A adapter to either the front or rear facing USB ports, and the PS4 will power and charge the Zenscreen too. Really easy. So here's what it looks like as a setup. There is no DisplayPort function on the PS4 platform, so video is via HDMI and charging via USB. That's it. But some were curious as to whether the Zenscreen supported 60Hz, and yes, it does. But obviously only on 1080p, even if you have a PS4 Pro. But what about PS5? Obviously the PS5 will work as well, as I'm certain the Xbox Series X and S and whatever will do too. Perfect. Of course it does. The PS5 is a pretty awesome step up from the PS4, and my personal opinion, the menu system is so much better. The controller's pretty awesome too, as the Playroom demo showed you. But one thing they have done is started to add USB-C, which again brings us to that confusion. So I'm pretty confident the PS5 is not able to do DisplayPort video via USB-C, but while we're here, let's give it a try anyway. No, I didn't expect it to. HDMI only using the PS5, and again that will be 1080p 60Hz on this Zenscreen product. Now what about those awesome little mini consoles like the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive Mini? Of course they work, they're just HDMI little boxes. Most mini consoles, as well as being HDMI and full of great retro classics, only need a low power 5V input to run. Usually mine is powered by the USB sockets of the TV that I'm actually playing on. So the curiosity here is, can you use the internal battery of the Zenscreen like a power bank? Does the USB-C of the Zenscreen offer power output? Let's take a look and give it a try. Sadly, that's a no, but probably a good thing, as that 2 hours of battery life might only become 1 hour if it could. But next, let's introduce a battery pack. I'm sure this will work. Can it power both the SNES and the Zenscreen? Yes, perfect. No mains power is needed here at all. And actually, funnily enough, this battery pack I'm using is quite an old one. It's made by GoPro as well, so I'm sure newer ones will be even better for this use. And what about those awesome analog consoles? They too only need that 5V USB power. Bingo. I've tried both the Mega SG and the Super NT and both run insanely well here, but we knew that already, right folks? If any of you watching are toying with getting any of the analog hardware, all I can say is do it. Wow, I have had so many questions around the Switch on this. I'm guessing there's a lot of curiosity, as it is a portable console with TV out, and we've seen that with other devices. But let's run through what we know first. Using the official dock, you can have just the HDMI going out, but you will need that power into the Switch dock. Then, just like with the PS4, you can add the USB cable to charge up the Zenscreen whilst playing. No surprises so far. The big questions on this are, do we need the power cable and the dock at all? Can we remove the dock entirely and maybe go straight from the Switch console into the Zenscreen? Let's take a look. Let's start by trying the USB-C cable that comes in the box with the Zenscreen. USB-C to USB-C straight from the Switch to the Zenscreen. No. Okay. Well, it was worth a pop. The Switch console is not able to output via DisplayPort. But what about a direct USB-C to HDMI cable? I have this exact cable that I use on TVs with my iPad, so I know it works, but can the Nintendo Switch output without any battery or power directly? No. Again, this is what I expected, guys, but I wanted to test this for you and show you that it's not possible, sadly. What about a third-party HDMI adapter instead of the official dock? Let's try first without any power and just straight USB to HDMI conversion. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, so maybe let's just add some power. I'm going to try using that battery pack I used for the SNES Mini earlier. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. It works. I mean, I know the third-party HDMI adapter worked before, but I always thought the Switch itself demanded the official mains power to switch on the HDMI mode. But this isn't the case. So we can indeed run the Switch without using the official dock and without the official mains power. Sadly, it's not the single cable approach that some of you were hoping for, but at least this solution enables you to continue taking advantage of what makes the Switch so great, and that's being portable. And of course, I almost forgot. What about the Switch Lite? While we're here, let's see if that one works. So I'm going to repeat exactly the same third-party HDMI setup that worked on the normal Switch, and no, of course not. And look, I'll try it with the USB-C cable as well, just for good measure. No. When Nintendo said this guy can't do TV out, they weren't lying. So there you have it, guys. There's my summary of games consoles running on this portable monitor I enjoy using so much. If you haven't already watched my unboxing and review of the Zenscreen Touch, then make sure you do if you are thinking of adding this to your tech setup yourself. I'm hoping I've covered what you came here to see today. Anything I haven't, or if you've got any more questions, feel free to drop a comment below and reach out to me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll be happy to help, and I love talking tech. If you found this video helpful, then make sure you click that like button. If you're new to my channel, give me a subscribe for more geeky content coming in the future. For those of you looking for the Apple follow-up video covering iPad, Mac OS and the touchscreen, stay tuned to my channel, that's coming soon. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.